Well, it's bad news. It's really bad news. It's bad news for the industry. It's bad news for Gibraltar. It's bad news for everyone. And obviously, we feared it for quite some time. We thought that that could have happened, and unfortunately, it has happened. It will have a big impact. Gibraltar, we are so dependent on the UK market, and certainly in our industry, we are solely dependent on the UK market. This will close completely the door to the leisure market, and that little surge that we all been experiencing in the last 4 or 5 weeks on the back of Gibraltar being one of those destinations where UK traveller could travel to without obviously quarantine, etc. That is all gone. We've seen already levels of cancellations that since yesterday really they've been coming through, and we expect more in the next few days to come.
During the last lockdown, you were able to sustain your business somewhat by putting up some construction workers because of the difficulties at crossing at the frontier. That's not necessarily the case now. So would you be looking towards the government for some support?
The industry needs support. I don't think it's a question of us needing support. I think the whole industry needs support. The uncertainty of how long this is going to last is the difficult question. How we're going to get through, it's obviously to be seen. We are trying to assess exactly what the situation is. During the previous lockdown, the Gibraltar government helped the industry, not only our industry, but helped the economy of Gibraltar with the bid scheme. That is no longer there. We do employ obviously a lot of people, and we do need a lot of people in order to be operational and keep our doors open. So we are trying to assess all of that. At the moment, the only markets out there for our industry without the leisure market is the commercial shipping and the very, very few and far between corporate clients that they're still traveling to Gibraltar, which they will be affected in the same way. So it is concerning.
It's another setback for you. When do you see the industry recovering a little bit, bearing in mind that we don't know whether the lockdown in the UK will end on the 2nd of December or beyond?
I personally believe the lockdown will not end on the 2nd of December. I think we have to assume the fact that it will carry on. When we started with COVID and with the first lockdown back in March or April, we thought that by March or April next year we will probably be on some kind of normality. March or April next year, it's around the corner. It's very difficult to project, and that is the big difficulties of the industry. We don't know for how long we have to sustain this, and it's very difficult obviously to look at.
Well, Gibraltar experienced something of a surge in tourism this summer with the travel corridor remaining open with the UK. So can you tell us something about the type of person that came over for their holiday, and also whether you think that you might be able to recapitalise on those gains?
I think we can. I think eventually Gibraltar will be able to recapitalize on that. Gibraltar has experienced a surge in the leisure market. The demographic of those clients were completely different from what traditionally Gibraltar has enjoyed in the past. It was a younger market, they were family with children. Clearly coming to Gibraltar because Gibraltar was one of the few destinations where they could travel to. I think the experience has been very positive. I think the coverage that Gibraltar has received on the UK press was very positive, and I think that eventually will come back. But we don't know when.
So as president of the Hoteliers Association, what's your next step?
We are trying, and I'm talking with the fellow hotelier, we're trying to assess exactly what is the situation and what will be the impact. Every hotel is different, and every obviously situation is different, but we will try to bring all that to the table with our minister, with obviously the Minister of Tourism, trying to see exactly what and how we can survive. At the end of the day, if we need to have an hotel industry after COVID, we need to do something about it, because Gibraltar at the moment, in the way we are very worried. I mean, we don't know for how long we have to sustain all of this.